Okay, now here we are going to see different other operation that we can perform in calc. So here how to delete row and column. For example, if I want to delete this column, at that time click on column header, right click and then delete column. Okay, you can delete more than one column also by selecting multiple columns like this and then delete columns. Then delete row, same way, select the row number, right click that and click on delete row. Okay, now there is one option of freezing pane. What is that? For example, if I have multiple line of data that expands beyond the visible screen. Okay, like this, for example, if there are 50 records, and for example, here something is there, for example, eraser at some place, for example, 41 number is eraser, and then quantity, for example, 50, cost of one eraser, we are taking it as, for example, 2 rupees, and here multiplication 50 into 2. So it comes to 100. So now when we are here and our heading is here in the first row. Now when we scroll up, that heading is disappears. We do not come to know what this 50 is, what this 2 is, and what this 100 is for. So at that time we have one option, that is window freeze. Okay. So for example, I am selecting second row, clicking on window and then freeze. Now see, when I scroll up, it remains there only. Okay, the heading part. Same way, for example, if I want this serial number also. Okay, when I scroll this page on right hand side like this, at that time if I want this serial number to be there only, at that time select this cell. So this cell is in second row and second column. That means before this cell, whatever row and columns are there will get freeze. Okay, so window, and first of all unfreeze the first one and then select freeze. Okay, now see this, when I scroll up, the row remains same, and when I scroll it on right hand side, the column remains same, that is serial numbers. Okay, so it remains same here. So this way you can freeze columns and row, so that if your data is expanding in multiple rows, at that time you can get that heading part remain constant there. Now cell level operations, that is, first is we can select the cell. How to select? By clicking on a particular cell. Okay, and if we want to select more than one cell, at that time we have to click and drag. Okay, so when you select a single cell, it is showing it in this name box that this cell B2 is selected. When you select multiple cell, at that time it is showing you the first cell of the range. This is now range that expands in multiple columns and row. So the first cell, that is B2 in this range, and the last one is this one, that is D6. So it will show this range in this name box. So this is selecting of cells. Then next operation, that is selecting, delete the content of a cell here. Now for example, if I want to delete this, select that cell and press delete button. Okay, and here it is asking me what I want to delete. If I click on delete all, then everything inside this will get deleted like this. Okay, I'm doing undo here, so it comes back here. Same way, if you want to delete everything in particular range, for example starting from here and up to here, then select the range and press delete button and delete all and OK. Okay, like this you can delete everything in a range. Now the choices that it is giving us when we get this box: delete content, delete all text, numbers, date and time, formulas, notes, formats and objects. So this is description. When delete all is selected, it deletes everything inside that cell or cell range. If text is there, then delete text from the cell. If numbers only, then it deletes numbers only from that cell. Date and time, if any date and time is inserted in that cell, it deletes that only. Formulas, if formulas are applied there, then formula will get deleted there. If we have added any notes in that cell, at that time it is deleting that notes from that. Then format, if you have applied any format, like for example text color, then bold, italic or underline, whatever, and that alignment, it will delete the format only for that cell and content will remain intact there. If additional objects, outside objects like image or anything else we have included in that cell, when we select on object and click on delete, it deletes that object. Now editing the cell content. So there are two ways by which you can edit cell content. For example, I want this PEN in capital. So I can double click on this cell and I can remove what is not required and I can replace that again. Okay, like this. And there is one more option. Select that cell, go to this formula bar and click here and remove the old content that you do not require and type the new one like this. Okay, so this is one way, this is second way. And instead of double click, if you want to directly editing in that cell, then go to that cell, press F2 key, F2 function key number 2. So it will activate that cell for editing. Okay, then you can remove something or add something in that cell. That is shortcut key F2, function key number 2. Now copying and moving cell. Now what is difference between copying and moving? First we are going to see copying a cell, copying cell. So for example, these contents are there in this range. Now I want to copy the same content somewhere else also, for example here. So first of all, select this, press Ctrl C, that is copy, or right click and select copy. Okay, or from edit and select copy. Okay, these many options are there. And in this cell, come to the cell where you want to paste this content and then use Ctrl plus V to paste it, or right click there and click on paste option, or from edit paste option you can use. Okay, so this is an example of copying contents. Now moving content. Moving means when we are copying content from one place, it will copy to another place and it will remain on its original place also. Okay, so we are creating copy to some other place, and when we are moving cell content, at that time from original place it is moved to somewhere else. So for that, select the content, right click there, and cut option is there. Okay, cut, and shortcut key for this is control plus X, or from edit also you get that cut option. Okay, this one. Okay, and go to the cell where you want to paste it, right click and paste, or edit paste, or control V. Okay, this is moving content. Now from here it is moved to a new location. So this is the difference between copying and moving content. Now there is one option, paste spatial. Okay, so there are different options. When you see copy or cut something, it asks you and select paste spatial instead of paste only. So I am copying this, and now here right click and paste spatial there. Okay, here also from edit paste spatial is there. Okay, you have different option what you want to paste there. Okay, paste all, that is actual content. What you can see here, you will get here text only. Okay, that you want to paste, or numbers only, or date and time only, or formulas only you want to copy, or comments if it is provided there, then formats only. Okay, objects, like that. So these are different paste options. Sometimes we do not require to paste this formatting. Okay, so at that time, instead of paste all, we are selecting everything, and then we are removing formats. Okay, and it will be in its original form. Let's see that. For example, I am taking this with different color, that is blue, purple. Okay, I am copying this. I am copying this here, and now paste special, and here I am going to use first of all paste all, like this. Okay, formats I am not selecting. Okay, now you can see this, it comes in black color only instead of this formatted different color. Then autofill tool, we have seen that while dragging this in 1 2 3 4 serial number, I already discussed that, and it is used for different series also. Like for example, if you keep gap of or difference of 5, number 5, like this. Okay, write the first and second term, and then click and drag from this fill angle, and you will get difference of 5 in each term. Okay, and for date also we can use this, that we have seen series option. Now applicate relative address. So here we have already used cell address. For example, here in this example, here 60 came by multiplying two values which are there in C2 and D2 cell. Okay, so this is called relative cell address, because when we drag this, it automatically takes next value. For example, let me delete this again, and let's see this. Okay, now here C2 D2 is there, here nothing is there. So when I click and drag, okay, now in second, here C2 and D2 is there, multiplication. Then since one row is incremented after dragging, so it will take new value in both this C3 and D3. Okay, then again this one C4 and D4, then here 5 C and D5, here C6 D6. So this is relative cell address. When we drag this, it changes, okay, automatically. Now, what is absolute? There is another term that is absolute address, okay. So let's see. To make absolute, for example, now for example, this quantity, every time I want to make it 5 here, and unit price will change, and unit price will be multiplied by 5 every time, okay. So put dollar before this column letter C and row number, that is 2, okay, and click here, and now drag it. Now you see the change, okay. Now this 2 is multiplied by 5, 50 is multiplied by 5, 20 is multiplied by 5, 2 is multiplied by 5. See this here C2D2 is there, and since we have made this absolute address by keeping dollar sign before column letter and row number, now this C2 will remain constant. See this next cell C2 and multiply by D3, C2 multiply by D4, C2 multiply by D5, C2 multiply by D6. So this is absolute address, okay. When we use dollar sign in column letter and row number of any cell, that type of address becomes absolute, okay.